So my plan for CG this trip is to give. I have a presentation at the end of the day today, so I'm pretty pumped up about that. I got an opportunity to share some of the stuff we've done over the last year that's really helped us from a marketing perspective to get better and retain more of the business. It's pretty competitive out there, so it's getting harder and harder to get deals. We've really turned up our marketing and gotten really good with lead management and acquisitions. I'm going to share a little bit of that. Hopefully I can get something in exchange. I always get 10 times more than I give when I'm here. So we're here just to take it all in and go back and execute.
Is good, man. We just bought 126 units 2 days ago, flipping a lot. We just started a new company called Wealthy Agent, so a lot of big things happening. You know, I haven't been to a CG probably in like a year. They said I had to present, and so every time I presented, I've won the belt 100%, so I had to defend the title, number one. And then number two, I'm golfing the other 2 days, so you know, I'm gonna go present, do my thing, hang out for the after parties and the before, and then let my team go attend the whole event and learn and tell me what they got.
How do you think Steve played today?
I didn't see Steve win a game, so I don't know. All I remember is when I hit the game winner against his team, and he was just kind of standing with his arms down.
All right, delete that from the game film.
How was it?
That was all right.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be better.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be better.
So we're in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's our first CG of 2022. It's great to be back together with everybody after 3 months apart. The way this year has started for me and my business in Richmond, Virginia is this. It's a hot real estate market. Inventory is really low, and it's really hard to convert leads. Everyone has tons of options. There's people that are flooding the space. From an investor perspective, many people can just list it on the MLS and they can do better than they can with an investor, even if the property is in poor condition, because the amount of inventory is just so low. So, what we are going to talk about today, and what we've already started to talk about, is how to tighten little things inside of your business. The theme for my company for 2022 is to tighten, test, stress, and achieve. What are the little moves that you can make inside of our business that can swing big doors? And that's what we're going to talk about this afternoon. And then we came together this morning to kick things off. And the way we kicked it off was pretty great. We did our opening. Most salespeople tell you, I need more leads. It's BS. You don't need more leads, you need better conversions. What we talked about this afternoon is how if you can just get 15% more of your scheduled appointments to show up, how that can be worth more than $200,000 per month in your business.
So what was your biggest takeaway today?
Showing, that it's not necessarily what return on investment, if you're getting a higher return on investment in a marketing source, it's how much money you're making at the end of the day, the net profit versus just the return on investment.
Definitely overloaded from today.
What about you?
A lot of leaky buckets. Yeah, a ton of leaky buckets. The one I liked the most was hi, this is Eric Brewer.
Oh, yes.
Thanks for reaching. Someone from my team will be getting back to you versus ring. Obviously a lot of things have happened with the CCPA compliance, and it's been around for years, but it wasn't until recently that all the carriers started trying to enforce it. You got Twilio making changes, all these texting providers, some canceling that service altogether, some saying, well, if you want to do it, but you can't do it with our connection. So what have you done? Have you modified your marketing at all?
Well, so in terms of texting, texting, we still focused on using launch control, and launch control didn't have as many regulations as other providers. Now we do have to do a lot of restrictions with our templates, a lot of restrictions on our phone numbers, but we're still like I was saying earlier today to you, is we're still keeping it going. Yeah. We're gonna keep texting we're gonna pretend that texting's gone, but we're gonna still keep the volume going in there. Continue to get our 7x return.
So for us, some of the biggest challenges was it felt like we were always playing whack-a-mole. right?
Yeah.
And like we had to hire like a full-time integrator just to constantly
Change.
change, right? Like they're changing this, all right, we got to change this. They're changing that, all right, we got to change that. Like, did you guys just basically say, all right, screw it, we're gonna hire someone to just manage it? Like, how did you guys
good
manage
question.
that?
Yeah, I think the big thing there is like the provider we used, like launch control, and it didn't have as many problems or restrictions as these other providers I've heard, like Brewer, you know, the other ones we know about. So this one, like, yeah, we have a manager, we have a full-on girl that manages marketing and also focuses really highly on texting.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have like 3 or 4 texters. So yes, we're not, obviously, me and Chandler aren't spending our time on that daily.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it goes to our provider. You know, we haven't had as many hiccups as other people in terms of their texting software they use.
I think the other big thing right now is a lot of these carriers are starting to mark more phone numbers as spams, and they're being more aggressive in marking numbers as spam.
Yeah.
So are you guys pivoting at all as far as
so
cold
this is
calling?
a good thing. I was telling someone earlier today, like, yeah, cold calling and like even in your CRM calling people. And like what we figured out is like, we need to change numbers for our CRM, even calling sellers on our CRM. We need every day, we need to have a new number. And what I mean by that is every lead manager we have, they have a number per day of the week. So Monday, they have a number, Tuesday, they have a number, Wednesday, they have a number, right? And so that way they're constantly filtering out numbers. And same thing with cold calling, like we're gonna have multiple numbers. That's the only game we can play now, is just get as many phone numbers.
But every Monday is the same number, or like?
Yeah, every Monday is the same number, every Tuesday is the same number.
Interesting.
Right.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I think you know, it was really cool to see Ben Mont, Eric, and Frank kind of talk about some of the things they were doing. What was your biggest takeaway from that presentation?
The biggest takeaway for me in that presentation was when it was Eric in the voicemail. It was to him, instead of just hearing the ring of a phone, you know, like a regular phone ringing, you know, when you're trying to call someone, it's Eric introducing himself and what the company does, and, you know, playing nice music in the background. So it doesn't feel like for the sellers, the people calling in, that they're waiting to talk to someone. It seems like they're like going through a presentation. And like by that time, someone picks up the phone.
Yeah.
You know, that's the big thing. I think I need to implement that ASAP.
And this is day 1 of 3 days. What's your take on day 1?
It's amazing. Build those relationships. We met some good guys. We got Phil Green today, right? You know, build a relationship better with obviously Ren, hanging out with these guys. You know, it's all about this relationship. Steve was a great ambassador today, helping us out.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk some more about how awesome your ambassador was?
Yeah, so ambassador was, he was helping us out with all the people, and, you know, introducing us all these people that we would never have met, and just helping us out.
Awesome. Thank you.
The man himself.
We just wrapped up day 1 of Collective Genius. This is the first one of the year. We do 4 every single year. And the first one is in Scottsdale, Arizona at Talking Stick Resort. We started at 6 a.m. at the Victorium. There was a little bit of jawing, a little back and forth, some good natured fun, I think. It was all great until Ryan hit a couple of threes to win the game, so that part wasn't as cool. We got to play against Gino. Eric Brewer brought his son Camden, who just won the state championship on Saturday, so that probably wasn't a fair pick. After that, we started the day and we connected with some old friends and made some new friends. I actually got to be the ambassador for Gino and Chandler, which was an incredible honor. We talk a lot about wanting to create 100 millionaires, and it's something I'm absolutely passionate about. And to see, again, someone that we worked with to go from 0 at We Live 19 to working with us to coming on the podcast and now appear to be in the same room and to be his ambassador was an incredible honor. We've said for some time, it's really hard to be a brand new wholesaler today. You know, 2-3 years ago, you could be a solopreneur and do pretty well for yourself, but it's gotten so competitive and the processes are changing so quickly. It's really hard to do this all by yourself, and we're seeing it right now. And Frank Cava and Eric Brewer, they were on the stage talking about some of the leaky buckets that they fixed in just the last 3 months. And so some of the lessons we took is that I need to change the inbound call system so that when you call us, it's a nice, pleasant message versus the ringing for 60 seconds. And the other really big takeaway I took from Jimmy Vreeland was moving forward, we'll see if the team buys in, but we're gonna start having our quarterly EOS meeting after Collective Genius. So we'll go to Collective Genius, we'll take these fantastic ideas, and then we'll meet for a quarterly meeting to see which of those ideas we got will be our rock for our next 90 days. And so again, all in all, great catching up with some amazing people. I'm looking forward to tonight. Phil Green, he's a big player in the San Diego market. You know, he does 30 flips every single month in that market, which you know is doing really, really well. And so he has some ideas that he wants to run by me, bounce some ideas off of, and we'll see if maybe this is something we'll collaborate with. And with day 2 coming, we're gonna be looking at a lot of hot seats. This is gonna be the people who are gonna bring forward their struggles or lessons in the last 6 months, things that have changed in their business. And it's always exciting to hear what's working for other people, because we can take some little bits and pieces here to add into our business. And on top of, obviously, you know, we're all helping each other and counseling each other to improve our businesses. And I understand Ryan Pineda mentioned that he's coming here to defend his belt. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be competing this time, so I can't compete against him for the belt. So instead, I'm just going to vote against him, you know, because that's what friends do. I get asked a lot, why do I even document these events? And it's because I truly believe in the power of masterminds. The masterminds have been so instrumental to the success of my career, and this isn't the first one. I've been doing these for many, many years. I personally believe this is the best one, but take the lessons that we're sharing here, but also go find a mastermind that works for you, that fits for where you are right now in your career, in your season, so that you can catapult your business to where you want to go.